This project makes use of Ohm's law and resistors in series and parallel experiments in order to create a mini FM transmitter that can be powered by a 9-volt battery. The circuit diagram makes use of different resistors to control the sound and the voltage input to transmit via radio waves, the method of which the resistors are connected in parallel. But how to make one? The materials needed are as shown. Civil engineers are usually tasked to work on structural buildings or projects, but one of the jobs of a civil engineer is to communicate with his workers. Civil engineers give tasks to certain workers with their specialized fields, but also communicates with the non-specialized workers to make sure that the project is going as planned. Not all workers can be given a walkie-talkie for easier communication with the boss. This is where the use of this mini FM radio transmitter comes into play. The mini FM radio transmitter can help the boss check whoever's doing their job with little effort and form low-cost, steady line of communication. If ever the civil engineer wants to talk to a group of workers, the mini FM radio transmitter can be used to receive all the workers' answers while the engineer uses a radio to listen. So, without further ado, here are the steps on how to make your own mini FM transmitter. The first step is to solder the components in the schematic diagram as shown in Figure 1 to the breadboard. To construct the coil wire, use a 1/4 inch bolt. Turn the wire 7 to 8 times. After the coil wire is made, let's go back to the PCB. Solder a hookup wire to the antenna pin. It's located on the second transistor's collector pin. Use a maximum of 8 inches and a minimum of 5 inches. Now, connect a battery clip to the electric circuit by soldering it, and connect this to the 9-volt battery. Once the transmitter has been completed, tune the transmitter by turning the trimmer capacitor with a screwdriver. A radio is necessary to check the transmissions and a little patience to receive a feedback. This is the finished product. Unfortunately, the project failed because the experimenters were unable to find the frequency of the mini FM radio transmitter. The experimenters recommend that the PCB should be custom built for the precise outline of the schematic diagram, making sure that each component is working and is soldered properly without any overlapping connections, putting an indicator to easily identify the frequency of the transmitter.